Tauren Meadows Jr. is your typical 12-year-old boy. He loves football, music, and riding his bike.
This is my song. Popping Phillies down, feel just like a rock star.
James Bettcher is the Cardinals' defensive coordinator. He loves football, family, and blitzing the quarterback. The two have become close friends after their worlds collided on February 17th of this year. It's a day neither will ever forget.
It was a Friday morning at about 8:30. My 6-year-old, my wife and I were taking him to school that morning, to kindergarten. And as we were pulling out of our neighborhood, the individual in front of us, we were both sitting at the stop sign. When she took the right turn, a young man was riding his bike across the intersection, and unfortunately, the driver hit Tauren. Instead of going over the top of the car, he went under the car and was pinned from shoulders to chest down underneath the car with his bike.
Without hesitation, the Bettchers jumped into action to stop the car, whose driver was unaware of the accident. They then began the extraordinary task of lifting the car off Tauren's bike without causing further injury.
I think my wife was out of the car before I had ours in park. And between her and I, we got the individual to stop the car because, to be quite honest, I don't think they realized what had happened. It happened so fast. At that moment, another gentleman and another lady came up, and we called 911. And I'll tell you what, the 911 operator was amazing. Clearly directed us first aid to check on Tauren, then really asked the question, can you get him out from underneath the car? Between him and I, we found a jack in the driver's car. By the time we had got it up and were able to slide him out, our first responders were there.
Miraculously, Tauren suffered just minor cuts and bruises from the accident. In June, he was invited by Bettcher to attend minicamp at the Cardinals' practice facility. It was the first time they were officially introduced.
Doing okay? You look good. You are a special guy. I've told a lot of people about you.
Hey, thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Man. I never really got to thank you, but thank you.
No, don't thank me.
Bettcher gave Tauren and his father the MVP treatment. He was determined to convert the one-time Seahawks fan into a new member of the Red Sea.
We got to make sure you're at the Seahawks game. You come out in your Cardinals gear that game, and you just flip. You go from being a Seahawks fan to a Cardinals fan that day. Think that's a deal?
Keeping good on his promise, Bettcher arranged tickets and field passes for the Meadows family when Seattle came to town. Tauren donned his Cards gear, ready to root for his new team and his personal hero.
Hi.
How you doing, man?
Good.
You doing good?
I feel happy to be here. I really appreciate what he did because he didn't have to do anything, but he did. So I wish him the best of luck.
You're doing pretty good. I like that shirt.
Yeah.
Ready to roll? I know. We switched it, didn't we?
Yeah.
We got you right.
Man, you know, it's not too many people out here like him that genuinely got a good heart. He meant a lot to me. He was like, nah, man, I'm just an everyday dude, and I did what every other human would do. Try to help you and your family. So, yeah, that touched me.
All right, man. Enjoy. You have fun.
I will.
All right? Yell loud.
Okay.
The city of Chandler recognized the Bettchers for their heroism with the Lifesaver Award. He reluctantly accepted the honor, with high praise for the emergency first responders and for the courage displayed by a boy in a dire situation.
We don't want the award to be about us, and we don't want the commentary to be about us. It really needs to be about how courageous Tauren was. And then the next thing, we have first responders that make us feel secure and comfortable really to raise our children and be fortunate to raise our children in this community.